this shit. So.
We're just going to get right into it. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast, Chandie Speaks Podcast. Back at your girl, Chandie.
Come here.
I am actually in the beautiful Sedona, Arizona, and I've been drinking.
Me too.
I've been drinking, and I have a special guest today. This is my first time picking up a stranger at a bar.
This is Avocado.
She wants to remain anonymous.
Yep.
Okay,
Avocado is a good
Avocado.
one. Yeah.
We're not doing a video version on this, so if you're listening, thanks for listening. It's just an audio. We're just gonna jump right into it. So, Avocado, how did you get that name? How did you get that nickname?
Well, if I tell you that, then people would know who I am.
80s babies. Can I just describe like the vibe I got, like picking up like
yes, please,
80s babies?
I don't know why we're here right now.
We don't really know, but we are gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
We are gonna figure it out.
We pulled up in a car.
Oh my god, I wasn't recording on my computer.
Oh no.
It's recording on my phone.
Okay, great.
But that was a hell of a bomb-ass intro that we just, like, did not catch the first half.
Stay wild is what I saw there, so
this is going to be good. I'm really excited about this. Okay, now that
you can always edit later. So.
We're officially going to be recording on my laptop. So, for those of you listening the whole time, I'm going to do a second intro. Hey, everybody, welcome back.
Different audio.
Welcome back to the Chandie Speaks podcast. Okay, so where did Avocado come from?
I'm telling you, if I tell you that story, people will know who
I am.
people
know who you are. Okay.
Let's just say I
had
an unfortunate incident with an avocado.
Unfortunate incident.
I ended up in the emergency room. That's what.
Good Lord, yeah, don't tell that story.
It was
not many people can say they went to the emergency room over avocado.
No, honestly, they can. That's what the ER doctor told me. Is they have more bagel and avocado incidents in the
bagels
ER.
And avocado incidents.
You don't know how to use knives, so.
Oh, the cutting part.
Yeah,
okay, I don't know. My head went somewhere else.
Yeah. No, I've never done it with an avocado. I promise you.
That's great. So I'm walking through this park. Let me tell you how I met Avocado and cucumber.
And my beautiful, inspiring, wonderful sister. Like I love her.
Avocado's sister.
Yeah. But we're complete opposites, and that's why we love each other. Like, yeah.
And she's not actually part of the podcast. She's kind of chiming in.
She's a part of the podcast. Yeah.
She's kind of chiming in.
She's smoking a cigarette in the background. And she doesn't smoke cigarettes, but
she looks real cool right now.
I love her. She's pissed off at me right now, but it's okay.
So I'm walking through the parking lot, and I'm about to go get my dog because she's chilling. Ashes is here, by the way. She's chilling, and then this car pulls up, and here comes Avocado and her sister.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me that they're looking. May I?
Yes, of course. It was all me. It was.
I'm thinking
her.
like,
she's placating me. At this
I must
point.
look like a local because these people are about to ask me for some directions or something, right?
Looking for the dive bar.
Well, she's trying to get some dick.
Yes.
I'm glad you said that. Perfect timing with that one.
Yeah. Yep.
So. Why?
Not these people, just avocado. So, why? That's a long ass story.
What brought you to just be on the hunt for it?
Booze. Not being in my normal environment. I'm out right now on vacation and.
Okay, so vacation dick is different than.
It is.
It is.
It is.
I have I would only. Vacation dick is not basically doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Basically.
Exactly. About her hot tub story. No, that's every woman would want to experience the hot tub story.
But real quick, it was not just hot tub. It was raccoons popping out of the.
May I add, hot tub sex is not the cleanest.
It's not. No, but the maintenance.
UTIs from that.
Yeah,
you get UTIs.
All I got was Plan B because she bought it for me the next day.
Her with Plan B, but the hot tub story is what.
Did you use protection?
No, I did not.
Did you know this person for a long time?
No, I didn't know him.
So you're into having like strange and unsafe sex.
Not unsafe because I don't have. Listen, that was 4 years ago, and I haven't had sex in 4 years.
You haven't had physical intercourse in 4 years?
No, not since we're 2025, and I haven't had sex since 2021.
You know what? I'm gonna take back some of my slight judging a little bit.
Yeah,
it's been 4 months for me, but it's my choice. I'm choosing.
This is my choice.
So you chose. Wow.
Yeah. I don't.
So wait, how old are you again? Just for the
I'm
podcast.
going to be 43 next month. And it was my birthday in 2021. It was the last time I had sex. So 4 years ago. Yeah.
And women reach their like sexual peak.
Oh, girl, I was a
at
whore.
like
Seriously.
35. What did we say earlier? Like 35 or 36?
I want to say that the best sex I had was from, when did I meet that guy? I can't say names.
Which guy? The hot tub guy?
No, the last guy that created the whole hot tub situation.
So you were just coming out of your peak, right? When you went like
Yes.
completely none of it.
Yes, I was at that. Yeah, don't say names. Oh my god.
Let's say
Yeah.
just name salad toppings, okay?
Yes.
Black olives,
Croutons.
croutons.
Yeah.
Ooh, croutons.
Yeah. So
I think I know a crouton.
Prickly pears.
Prickly pear.
prickly pears. I like it. Yeah, no, I was coming out of a relationship where we had integrated our whole lives, and he was a piece of shit. It turned out we moved out to the country, and it fell apart. And yeah,
How was he a piece of shit?
That's a story we won't get into,
Cool,
but
cool.
it involved a SWAT team.
But that was your last sexual like
That was my last relationship.
relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, it was, yeah. I did a year. It was about a year, right? It was about a year of random stuff. And then I just said, fuck it. I'm not going to do this anymore. I tried the dating scene and stuff, and I was like, wait, I have everything I ever needed from a dude, and I'm done. But
Yeah.
it's been 4 years,
At
so.
one point, I gotta think like, I don't know if we're even meant to be. Like,
I don't know. I hate to say that.
I
Okay,
don't like to say that either
I was
because,
raised super Christian, right?
and I
So-
believe in the power of love and marriage
I do,
and all
and
that
marriage
stuff.
and having that contract with people where you're committed to somebody, but I don't think, me personally, I don't think I have the ability to do that.
Some people are, I call it roles to fill. Some people have roles to fill as mothers or as
And I'm
wives.
a great mom. I am.
And,
Chris, am I a great
Fucking
mom?
A,
Yeah.
she's a teen mom.
I'm an amazing-
and she
yeah.
devoted her whole life
To my kids.
to her children.
But I cannot
Absolutely.
devote myself to a man. And
I know,
I've
it
never-
doesn't seem
I'm
it doesn't
not a
seem like
cheater.
it's a natural like
It's not.
progression. Like we're not supposed to like I
Being
like,
subservient, I think, is the issue.
well, maybe I don't know because I can see myself being.
So listen, honey, I could be subservient tonight.
I can be that
to
bitch.
A guy.
I
Yeah,
can-
I can be that bitch, but long term, I don't think that's
Long term, that's the thing. I think there's also, it's like a chapters. Like everyone has like your chapters.
Yes.
Like I was completely submissive. I believe
You
too.
have to have the ability to be allowed to do that,
Which
to be comfortable enough.
You have to-
be
yeah,
vulnerable
it's your
enough
role.
to
And
give
I'm not.
If you feel like
and
that's
that
your
is why
purpose in
I
life.
have so much respect for this woman who is little sister, because she can do that. I cannot. There's just like no way to do it.
I don't think women can have.
You
I think
can't
it
without
all.
a power
can.
without a powerful masculine energy. You cannot own a powerful feminine energy. You can't
True.
do that without the
You,
other.
you-
If you have the masculine energy portraying exactly what it should, then the feminine energy
Will fall
will
into
come
line.
in.
Absolutely. I will submit for the
Yes.
most masculine man. I'll be completely my feminine. But the problem is like most men, they want to
That's the
lead,
problem.
but they can't lead their own lives.
So
they
let's
can't.
just say that. Let's just put this out on your
Okay.
podcast right now.
It's on. It's on.
Men don't understand that because they
There's
think
person.
that
Women have
they-
some accountability
they-
issues as well. I
But,
think.
but the problem
but-
with men is they think that means that you get to be their slave and deal with whatever the fuck.
Not
they-
every man.
We're
Not every
changing-
man.
Of course,
no,
but yeah, no,
girl.
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
can't pigeonhole anyone.
Yeah,
but,
right.
But where we're at in society as a whole right now is men have ruled the roost and have
Yes.
created this patriarchal fucking.
By the
I
way,
believe that women
System.
sort of help co-create the patriarchal
I do
system
too.
by
And I was about
perpetuating
to
it, by
say that.
participating.
I was about
But
to
we
say
didn't
that.
have power because how it was ran, women were the last fucking people to be able to vote. Women
Yes.
were.
But that
They
doesn't mean
voted.
that doesn't mean like that we
That's
were
huge.
powerless. I feel like people only try and oppress like what has power. Like so the reason why women weren't allowed to, in my opinion, women weren't allowed to vote because of the power that we had to actually make the actual change. That's why we were
Where
oppressed.
we realized we don't
Absolutely.
need
Same thing with
Well,
blacks.
Where
Same thing.
yes,
Women,
where
blacks.
where we realized we didn't.
They
need
they only
that.
oppress things that have power. You can't
Yes,
you
100%.
by definition can not oppress something that does not have power.
100%.
So
And
women
look
are
at-
oppressed.
Yes.
You know, blacks, minority groups,
Yeah.
all that shit, and that's why we're
Everybody's
silenced,
oppressed,
and that's why we,
yes.
you know,
But look what's happening now. Now that we are gaining the power in these situations.
We're not gaining. We've already had the power. We've always had the power.
So, dude, right now,
We're oppressed.
let's talk about power.
We're
real
not
quick.
gaining
No, no,
power.
no,
We've always had the power, and they're trying to oppress us and tell us
Women don't
that
understand
don't.
the power that
Ladies,
they actually have.
I was gonna say.
Come,
if
can
I
you get a
come
little
over-
closer to the
if-
microphone, please,
Man.
sir?
Yeah.
If you're gonna.
You, come here.
We have a
Random dude
stranger
at the
here.
bar.
This is a
If I
very
came over right now and
different
mounted you
podcast
and
here.
started
We have
kissing you,
strangers
I
at
could
the bar,
totally
just
control
chiming in
everything.
and giving their 2 cents here. Do you want to say your name?
Of course.
No, you don't.
I can tag you.
Of
Wait,
course.
that means you don't have
Absolutely.
anything. Like,
That means he's bold. He didn't have shit to hide.
yeah. He's not a woman.
Welcome to the show.
No, I'm not.
So what about
Yeah.
power? We were
I identify as a man.
Yes, I do. I identify as a woman, but
I think she said it.
well, we're not singing, dude. We're
I am.
asking you a question. If I mounted you right now and started making out with you, I would totally
Masculine
have the power.
energy has entered the chat,
I would
by
totally,
the way.
I would totally have the
Masculine
power
energy entered the chat.
in that situation, right? If I wanted to have sex with you right now, I could totally do it, right?
Absolutely.
Women are the gatekeepers of sex.
Yes.
Men are the gatekeepers of relationships.
Men,
Let's
they
go.
are.
Let's
That's
go.
actually valid. That's
Let's
a valid,
go. And that's
valid
right.
point.
Please
Valid.
continue. Please
Yes.
continue.
You don't have to glare. I don't have
Glare.
to have eye contact
Can't
with
see it,
you.
but he's.
I would like to hear-
I would definitely have to state that I was raised on old school values.
So was I. Yep.
And I was taught to never disrespect a woman.
But you're
Ever.
literally trying to stare me down right now. So that's kind of disrespectful.
Maybe
There you
that's
go.
just-
Drop
Well, I mean, that's the
prize.
point of view. That's the point
Yeah.
of view.
No, okay. You're right.
Because you don't know me and I don't know you. And I can say that, bold faced.
I love you.
I already have
I
one,
love you,
but-
sis. No, dude, we don't have to sing. But this is a good song. Yeah.
Stone Sour is awesome.
Stone Sour's great. By the way, this is the Xennial group that's talking right now. Xennials, right? That's what we are. We're the in between the Generation X and Millennials.
I don't even understand.
Because you
any
said
of
you
that
were
shit.
37?
39.
39.
I'm 36. I'll be 37.
I'm 42. Yeah.
So
So
I'm
there's
the
like
baby.
a whole group. There's like a 5-year group in between.
I definitely identify more so with Generation X.
But you
I
have
feel
some
like
millennial
I'm
traits.
in between. Like I'm
Yeah,
like
that's-
my mom's
that's the
generation and then,
Xennials.
like my younger, my
Girl,
niece's
we're
generation.
ruining your podcast right now.
No, this is great.
Okay,
Really, this is
so
great. It's natural. It's flowing. We've only
You
been
see,
recording for 12 minutes, by the way.
That's fine. I'm gonna have a conversation with you for the next 3 hours because
we got
I've been
time.
drinking
We got
and
time.
we met you in the parking lot.
But I
so-
believe what he said about the gatekeepers of sex.
Totally.
This is why.
No, that's why I was bringing it up. Like, if I wanted to go right now and have sex with this man, I could do it.
That's your
Even though I'm not physically prime or
It doesn't
whatever,
matter.
I'm a fucking woman, right? Like, we have that power. It's the ability. Tell me you would not. It wouldn't mean anything to you, but we could go and have sex right now. And yes, men are the gatekeepers of
In a
relationships.
hypothetical situation, yes, I would have to agree. I would have to
Yes.
agree in that standpoint.
And that's just
But
biological.
you're right. Men are the gatekeepers
Just
of
like-
relationships because if a man cannot be
Go ahead.
strong in a relationship,
Go ahead.
the woman falls apart and cannot deal with this. And this is what we're seeing in society.
I believe the women is also responsible for, because men don't really care about
It's the
relationships.
neck in the head, honey. That's what you're
Men
talking
don't
about.
really care about relationships the way that women care about.
Oh, that is not
I
true.
don't believe that.
That
either.
is not
Okay,
true.
so when
Men
men-
fall apart when they lose a
By all
relationship.
means, I definitely
More
believe.
so than-
But
this
they don't understand, honey.
We hurt
Put
more
you-
than you actually
are
are willing to
But
admit.
we also are stronger than you. And that's just because we give birth to children. I mean, seriously, we
I do
have...
believe that a successful man is married. The reason why, most of the
And
reason why he's
has a
successful-
Married
successful
men
household.
live longer. Single women
If
live longer.
if they can...
married
Bottom
men
line.
are married
Yes.
men are successful. Single
Look at my
women are
grandma and grandpa,
successful.
though.
That's
100%.
Yeah.
But yes, if you have a cohesive, healthy
There's
partnership,
there's an
Absolutely.
understanding.
But
every successful man, he's standing next to a woman. Like you rarely see a single
But
man
hey, let's
who's
not
also
denote
successful.
men. But it goes back to owning a respectable energy of
He
the
just wants to
sex
sing about
that you
country
are.
Right,
Rose,
and that comes
but
back
this
to the
isn't
woman
even
because
Denver
the woman
singing
is
it,
the
by the way.
gatekeeper of
It's home
sex,
free.
I know,
that
but this
means
is
that
not
the woman is
this
the
is not the
gatekeeper
original
of the
Singe version.
That
relationship.
feels like
No.
that it's
I love
putting
this
all
version.
the falling
It's
Oh, do you?
power.
I've never
No,
heard
it's
it before,
power.
so
It's
I love the original
ultimate
version,
power
so-
because we get to choose who we want to reproduce with. We want to
Yes.
carry
It's so
on.
much more
We
complicated
get to
than
choose
that.
who we want to be in a
though.
relationship.
It's not. That's
It
she's,
really is.
She's saying a very complicated part of it. Honestly,
It's more complicated than that.
It's
More how so? How do you think?
It's more complicated than that because women intrinsically, if you're a straight one, I'm saying from a straight woman's
Heterosexual.
perspective.
Yes.
I'm saying from a straight woman's perspective, you need and you crave and you want and you desire the
Masculine.
the masculinity, the protection. Like I fucking live alone, dude.
Right. So when
I don't have the.
But
how do we
let's-
explain
let's-
the women who pick
let's-
these deadbeat dads?
let's
though?
go. I don't.
How do we
I
explain,
don't.
if we crave the masculine so much?
Honey, I
Why
have
are
3
we
kids by
picking
3
losers?
different dads.
Because we
I
are
don't.
oppressed, dude, and now we're nurturers, we're caregivers. We naturally
We try and
want
fix
to
But Chris,
build up.
That
Chris,
we can't
exactly
fix.
everything that you just described was the ex that I had to leave with a SWAT team. Because he provided all of that. He was
But
military.
if you have,
he
if
had
you
a
have
strong.
the mature masculine energy that what they are supposed to be, you don't need to
Yeah,
fight
but
do you
against
understand-
that.
do you
It works
understand-
But
cohesively.
women are delusional.
Women,
because
do you understand
we'll see a
the
man
problem in
and-
that statement? In saying that if they are exactly what they're supposed to be,
There's no
that
question. There's
There
no-
isn't. You fall into your roles.
But when you have to
And I hate
question,
to
you
say
have to
that,
like
yeah.
work with them. You're settling, or you're being
Honey,
delusional.
do
You're-
not
you're
understand.
like-
Do you not understand how ridiculous it is to say that a man is supposed to be exactly perfect and exactly the way
That's not
we
what
say?
you're saying.
That's what
That's
you
not
guys
what
are
No,
I'm
saying.
it's not what you're saying. It's saying that you own.
Okay,
You own in
man
your
wants
own,
to.
You own in your own right what you're not what you're supposed to be. That's a very.
I
agree
agree with you.
I'm
own in
agreeing
your
with
own
you, but
right.
I'm also saying
Can
that
I just say something? And I love Chris. I was exactly real quick.
he's been patient.
Real quick, I was exactly where I was,
Lucky man.
where she's talking about years ago, and I thought that was how it was supposed to be.
It is.
And
It kind
but
of is.
you
though.
have to,
It is.
women. I'm speaking of women right now.
Okay.
You have to understand, there's been a feminist movement that has come across men.
Because of oppressive.
Hold on, let her
honey,
finish your
let
thought.
me-
'Cause I
let me
want
talk.
to already have a.
There's been a feminist movement that has come against men for so long, and we have integrated that into an ideology. I watched a group of 4 people walk in here earlier talking about, a woman was talking about how she's being groomed, and as they came out, they're like, "What do you mean you're being groomed? Being groomed for marriage?" That is a fucking problem, and that is
Well, that's a
that's
societal thing. That's like
right.
That's
but we
a
live
rebellion against
we live in a
oppression, is what it is.
It's not.
But it's not. If I can tell you,
It's
though, I can tell you,
perverting.
if you have a wholesome relationship between a man and a woman who fulfill whatever stereotypical role that works.
sorry.
Like that, it works really fucking well. It works really fucking well. And I can tell you,
In
my
fact,
parents are an example
Can you-
of that.
And by the way, you're raising
wait.
your hand. In practice, where though, in the last 20, 30, 40 years, Chris,
Because
your parents,
it's become
and
a
I'm trying
fight.
to explain to you that that's where feminism has brought us. I think feminism is fantastic or
I
whatever.
think it's terrible, but
I think but it's also terrible
It's needed,
in many
though. It was
ways.
needed.
I don't think it was
But-
needed at all. It goes back to the whole.
Well, it does.
Them trying to
It
convince
does.
us that we
It does
need
because there are
to ask
there,
permission
no,
to
no,
get
no,
power that we
Chandie.
already have.
There are men
That's it.
that
It's like, why do
are
I have
pieces
to-
of shit
we
that
already have-
abandon their families, and a woman should be able to carry that load, which is what
Women
we're
should be
able
able
to
to
do
have
now.
the
choose
mental power. We
by
didn't
all
have
means.
the physical power, and we were oppressed by the physical nature of it.
What's up?
He's got a word to say. I want to get.
Let's go. We're real quick. He had his hand up
He
first,
definitely had his hand
and now
up.
he's playing
I
air
know.
guitar. What were you
He's been so
saying? Random
patient.
male
Hold on,
energy.
I
Do you
forgot.
remember why you were raising your hand?
You're the man.
Women, see, women will fucking conquest.
By the
This is
way,
great.
by the way, I could
I'm
still
fishing.
mouth this guy, and we would have sex right now. So
I'm patient. I can
go
wait.
ahead.
What did you say? What did you want to say? Do you want to weigh in on this topic?
It was yeah. Thank you. I
Any
love you.
specific notes you want me to?
I believe that the core, I guess you could say, mutual understanding that we can all agree with is that if you're going to engage in adult activities, you have to be responsible for adult consequences.
Absolutely.
Correct.
And
men aren't usually.
And if you are even subtly insecure with yourself,
there you go.
do not put yourself out there in the first place, because you have a responsibility as an adult. And if you're not going to act like an adult, then you don't have you do not have a place in the conversation.
Let's look at species.
Well, no.
Species. Let's because we are a
Because
species.
if you're not in tune with your mind, your body, your heart, and your soul.
It's an adult activity.
But honey, let's ask
It's an adult activity.
Business.
Let's ask you a question.
You guys, we are all living species, right? How does living species work at its core? It's reproduction at its core. It's life.
True.
Which is why I'm where I'm at right now.
We're different.
Humans.
And that's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about.
But if we
That's
will
what makes us different.
But you also can't lie to yourself and say, "Oh, well, I'm prepared for this."
But still, when
I
it
am.
comes down to.
But in reality, you're not.
But still, when it comes down to the load of shit and to the
Sorry,
continuation
It's okay.
of life, when it comes down to the load of it and the
okay.
continuation of life, the women bear the burden of it.
The burden.
still.
I don't find it a burden.
I
don't
wouldn't
find it a
say it's
burden
a
either.
burden.
And this is
This
what
is
I,
interesting coming from you. Honestly, Avocado, I thought you'd be more on leaning on the pro-life side. But this is
I'm
interesting.
pro-life.
I know.
I'm absolutely pro-life.
I'm actually, I like to call it anti-abortion.
I gave a child up for adoption.
I call it anti-abortion.
So listen, I've had 4 kids. 3 of those kids I've raised. My second child, I found out that I was pregnant on my oldest child's first birthday, and there was no effing way. I had my first child when I was 17
I
years
never
old.
meet other pro-lifers. That's so crazy.
I'm pro-life. So I found out that I was pregnant with my second child on my oldest child's first birthday. He was still running around in diapers. I was working 3 jobs. And it was like, what the fuck am I going to do? And my ex-husband was off doing his thing or whatever. So
You made it!
So, hi. He suggested this bar to us, by the way.
See?
We're doing a podcast now.
Found what she needed.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'm very pro-life. There was never a question of abortion in that situation. It was like, I'm going to find parents that can raise this child. And my second child, who is now 24 years old, I gave up for adoption. Yeah.
And I think that's always an option.
How's it going?
So
It is
I
an
think
option.
It's like,
It is a very viable option.
all these
Would you
other
like a cigarette?
options before, like murdering of
Don't see murder.
I would just like to meet the person that giving a cigarette.
There's so many other options.
There are.
I like
And
being
they're-
real about it. Just like how we say veal. Can we just call it dead baby
Yeah,
cow?
it's lamb. But
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Baby,
No, totally,
whatever,
yes.
or venison, or
Yes,
whichever
yes,
one's which.
but yes.
It's like it sort of makes you feel the
I will hold your hand over that, because that's a very rare thing in society, is where we see pro.
and it's not, to be honest, to be fair, it's not all our fault, because we have been sort of encouraged and
this is
incentivized to kind of just.
And I
like,
bet you he can agree with this. This is by the way, I have a 25-year-old son who recently, in the last couple of years, he was with somebody, and he was raised very pro-life. He was the oldest child, and the second child was given up for adoption. He remembers that. He knows that there was a brother that
I'm
was...
a rape baby. I don't know.
Okay, there you
My mother
go.
chose
So
to
he ended
after
up... he ended up getting... He was in a long-term relationship, and she got pregnant. And she decided to terminate the pregnancy. And it sent him into a spiral in life where, he went to the worst place possible or whatever. And so, in his mind, it was like there was other options, and that was not the option that was chosen.
For Brady?
No, I'm talking about... can you stop saying names? Jesus
By the
Christ.
way, you said her name
Did I?
earlier.
Oh, did I? Oh, I meant to say sis.
I can edit it out, but I think it was like while you were talking.
Although that's not even her real name, so
Okay.
that I call her by, but everybody knows her by that. So, No, we're talking about my oldest child.
But
And
yeah, just
his
like you were saying, like we have to take responsibility for our
decision.
decisions.
Because, by the way,
And
this is a really controversial subject.
It
Are
is.
you okay with getting into
I
this?
love this. I literally made a post on TikTok about this today.
Okay. So
Like
this is a
few
very
hours ago.
controversial subject. And
love it.
again, I work for the government in a state that's very liberal, so this is not a popular opinion. But there's other options. Yeah, you have to sacrifice yourself for a few months.
Get this, you might actually have to change the way you live in general,
Yeah.
like change your lifestyle
Yep.
choices. Maybe like
But
not go here, talk to this person.
At the same time, this child that I gave up for adoption is doing very well. He's got his master's degree. Like he's a great person in society.
beautiful.
So why would I have the ability to snuff that out for him? You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
No,
Like,
absolutely.
it's
And I actually got into a little debate on TikTok about it
I can't
today.
ask her name because we're in a podcast.
Because she was like, well, there's so many kids in foster care already. And already
Okay,
adoption.
I'm gonna
like,
do something real quick
If that's
and-
the case, then why are you sleeping around?
Yes.
Respectfully, like, if you already know that
can
there's
be
kids in need,
so
why are
listen.
you just like,
Yes. Yes.
willingly trying to just...
If you're not in the position
Oh,
to
I
do
just-
that,
Exactly, you know?
the foster care system. So, I'm a
you really
government
care about
worker.
kids,
I
you
work.
know, like-
I work for the
Too much for the
government.
child yourself. What right do you have to bring a child into the world?
Oh no! You went too far there.
No, I didn't.
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
a bold statement. I'll stand by
It is a bold
I
statement.
like to hear your take on it.
But honey,
don't
I
necessarily agree.
probably out-earn you, and I brought a child into the earth at 17 years old. So, but we have a society that
There are
says.
people who are meant to be mothers, I
That's
believe.
very insulting.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, what is... Oh.
You don't even know me.
You made a statement and I responded.
I
So.
didn't actually hear what you responded to because you said you had a child.
He said if you're not able to if you're too young to bring a child into the world, and I was like,
Well,
I
he was
brought
saying
it.
like mentally, I think. Like,
Okay.
if you're
Well,
mentally
you know
like
what?
a child.
Whatever. There you go. We weeded him out because
I don't
at the
see-
end of the day, Chandie, the whole reason we're talking is because I'm trying to get a dick tonight.
The main,
I'm totally fine with it, dude. Like I said, I probably out-earn you, and I'm here on vacation. Did I ever say there was a problem with men? No, I didn't.
I don't believe that women can actually be like completely successful and like selfish.
Oh, I agree with
and
you.
also be connected to a man. You have to choose.
No, you have to choose.
Pour your whole life.
Well, and that's where we get
into
back
the
to that
man.
we get back to that conversation of the sacrificing yourself.
Sacrifice.
And
Because it's either you're
and
gonna
this is a
sacrifice for yourself-
society that has been created by feminism.
I
So
don't agree with feminism all that
I
much.
don't agree with feminism, and that's what I'm trying to tell
I don't
you.
agree
This
with
is
it.
this is a society that has been created by feminism, okay? So I have been a conservative woman my whole life, and I believe in all of the values and stuff. The problem is
I
we've
literally made a
heard
switch right after the second Obama term. I made a switch. So are we on political?
me
We can go political.
too.
After
Yes. Honestly, I felt kind of guilty about voting for Obama the second time.
You voted for
And
him
then
twice.
I
only
did.
voted for him. I think everybody voted for
Listen,
Obama
it was
the first time.
Romney and Obama
We can all
the
say
second
that
time.
we voted for Obama
Yeah.
the first time around,
Yep.
okay?
Mhm.
Yeah, because we all had hope. We all had like
He literally brought on the Fidel Castro of society.
seriously. I cried. I left my abusive ex. I was like, we're gonna change. But the second time, I don't vote now.
So,
I don't vote now.
Weird.
That guy was totally interested in me until I said,
So the thing is, with
I
men,
don't
is that all
need that
men
shit.
are always interested in all women, all the time.
Until there's an ego issue.
Until there's something that
Yeah.
comes out there
Which,
masculinity at some
again, I completely
point. Some men are
respect
secure. Some men are very secure, and they can be like, "Oh yeah, I love a strong woman who can speak her mind."
Okay, and that's how we get to my story. Because
I mean, I'm
what
not
I've
saying,
seen,
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
what I've seen in men is she likes to be really loud and stuff, but as far as being super strong about her independence, it's not a thing. And me, I'm like, you're not going to break me down. Like, I will be your subservient, whatever woman, I will play. And this is how I see it. Okay.
Show me the man.
Yeah.
Show me the
So
man.
here's the women. We are the neck. The men.
I've heard that analogy before.
It is
I think
absolutely
that's only
accurate.
for the women who want to be the neck. Because some women want to be their own head.
But the problem, no, I don't want to be a head. I will make that very clear.
You are head of your own life.
Yes.
You're ahead of your own life.
But that's that, and you'll see that with like the recent thing that happened, Charlie Kirk and the assassination stuff. Like that woman was incredibly strong. She could exactly make it on her own. Yes. Could have made it, yes.
God rest his soul, fuck Erica Kirk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But I'm just saying that
God
woman
rest
could
his soul.
have.
I've loved Charlie Kirk.
I love Charlie Kirk.
Y'all all know, like my last 2 episodes were just.
I haven't listened, but yes.
But yeah. And I just think.
So I've heard that. There's some controversy around her, and I haven't really paid attention to it.
I'm so glad I met you.
Do you understand that okay. Men are looking for the woman that can be strong and independent without them, because what they want is that woman that's completely attached to them for the rest of life, right?
There's nothing wrong with a woman who wants to be attached to a man.
No,
for the rest of her life.
Absolutely
There's
not.
nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's her.
But, and that is where I'm at right now. Okay, so let's get back to why we originally started talking. Okay, I met that man. And he was that person. We had the same ideals. We had the same values. We had the same everything. Unfortunately, he had an alcoholism problem, so he could not remain that strong person.
So I think I think women have this tendency to sort of what's the word where they sort of have an over exaggerated
no, this man was an alcoholic.
No, of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like they feel like they are are deserving of more than what they are actually deserving of. Like they have an over exaggerated self-perception.
No.
And so
I get that.
Walk with me here.
I'm walking with you.
So let's say a woman is according to a man, because men determine women's attractiveness. You know, if you want to be attracted to a man, you have to.
I have not felt attractive since my ex.
You can feel attractive to you, if you're. No. But then there's also if a man finds tall women attractive, or black women or whatever attractive. So what they put themselves at is different from where a man will put them at. Mm-hmm. So a woman who is in a man's eyes a 5, just average 5. A woman will be oh, I'm a 10.
I agree with you on that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and we see that.
So what she does is she thinks she's a 10.
Yeah.
All of her feminist movement and power friends confirm it.
But honey,
bitch, you can do it.
Yeah. No, I agree
she
with
goes
you.
And she goes after these 10 men.
No. I never.
High value.
Never went after anything.
And then they humble her by using her for sex because.
No, I was in a long-term relationship. We had the same values. Unfortunately, he was active military, and he went to Somalia. He did back-to-back terms. He did back-to-back terms. He did Somalia, and then he did Iraq.
Somalia.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So this is what happened with me and my ex. We had a very good, completely connected. It was a wonderful relationship. Everything was going great. He deployed to Somalia. He came home for 2 weeks, and then he went to Iraq. And this is during the Mosul it's been 2020 is when we broke up. Yeah, so it was COVID is what kind of pushed us over the edge. So he went.
A lot of people.
Yeah, he went 2017 to 2016 to 2017. So when he was in Iraq, Mosul was liberating itself, and he was in that area or whatever. And then in Somalia, it was a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Right? So he came home after 18 months because it was back to back. So it was 9 months. He came home for 2 weeks, and then he did 9 months in Iraq. Came home. We decided that we were going to move out to the country, bought acreage out there and everything like that. And that was the worst thing that we could have ever done, because what he was doing was transferring that disconnection out into real life, right? Like the military life of being disconnected from everything out to real life.
I mean, you kind of have to.
And it carried over.
Empathize with them a little bit.
Oh, I did. Oh, believe me, I did. For 2.5 years. It was, and I was like, honey, you need to talk about this. Like, we had deep conversations out. Yeah. Anyway,
That's why I'm trying to say. That's why I'm trying to
I hate to talk about this.
This is a fuck for me right now, and
She's saying mental health, but she has no fucking clue, right?
It's
So,
not what it was before. It's a mental fuck that I'm going through
the
right now.
best person I've ever met in my life. I never had kids with him or anything like that. Like, we just came together and blended our families and we were great together. And he deployed and he went to war zones and he came home and he was a fucking wreck. And I tried for 2.5 years and I asked him numerous times, let's talk about this. I just wouldn't talk about it. His PTSD got to him. And so she thinks it's a strong story. It's not. I was in love with this person. This was my head. I was the neck in that situation. I'm sorry. I don't want to ruin your podcast.
I've literally cried over on this podcast before. You're totally fine. This is good. This is why I love it so much. Is because you don't know what you need to like let out until you let it out, and then
I used to a lot, yeah.
And everybody wants to like frame him as the person that he was when he came back. Sorry. No, don't do that because I don't want to draw attention.
it's no. Okay.
Yeah, my bag's over.
It's not recording you.
That person that I was, and then I fell in love with, and the shit that we're all talking about. And the guy was like, "Oh, you're no, motherfucker." I fell in love. I did that shit, and he lost his shit. He lost his shit, and I had to leave him because it turned into guns, and the government's coming for us. Sorry, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. So you know what? You know why I fuck a bunch of random, non-connected men? Because I connected with somebody. Because what? It led to shit that I had. So I ruined your podcast. I'm so sorry.
You're absolutely fine.
See, sometimes that's the best thing. You're beautiful. You guys are beautiful.
She's the most liberal fucking person I've ever met. She does not understand. She preaches the bullshit that sorry. Anyway, honey, when we were talking about that,
identify with either side, but I'm more conservative leaning, I would think.
And I was going.
What I've learned, especially after Charlie Kirk, God rest his soul, is that we kind of have to give people the room to speak their mind and live their truth. And
here's my truth.
And reflect.
Here's my truth.
Ourselves.
Here's my truth. 5 years later, I'm still in love with that person, and I wish that he never went through the shit that he went through because it ruined our relationship, and that's my person. And so I can have random sex every 4 years with some kind of art because why would I love anybody else? You know? I mean, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Thank you.
No, it's fucked up. Anyway, guess what? I'm in Sedona right now trying to find dick. And how do you tell it to people? Because they've heard the external story of my life, like how it came to be, like what happened at the end of it. But they've never heard the internal part of it. So I love that man. I still love him. He's fucked my life up. And he, for the last 5 years, he's plan was we to come back into my life because he wants to fuck with me because we had a connection. And I still love him. I don't care how. I don't care.
Well, love is energy, so
it's an energy, and we had the same energy.
It's gonna keep flowing through.
Oh, I will never love anybody again. I will, and this is why I'm on your podcast because
I support that.
I said, you know what? I'm not gonna love anybody ever again.
Don't say that now. I said the same thing when I got divorced. When I got divorced, I thought that I would never love a man again. I thought that I would never get married again. I'm not saying that I would get married now, but I'm less against getting married again now because
I don't
believe
want
in
it.
love.
She's all about love and all that stuff. I found that one. Okay, Chandie, real quick. I found that one true love, and I'm sorry I went on a weird spot, but
Okay, make sure the microphone.
I don't know.
It's on. We're still rolling. We're still rolling.
Good. I found that one true love in life that you find, and we didn't have a
I
connection.
think we get one, maybe two.
Hey, I don't know. I found one.
might get-
Maybe I'll get
you might
another
get
one.
two,
Let's
but I
wait till
think
I'm
that's
60.
it, true love. I think you get
Yeah.
like no more than two.
Yeah. And that man was my true love, and he
You're
still
just being
is.
greedy, I think, after that.
He's an awful person. He's definitely gone down a horrible path, but he had some trauma in his life that put him that way. And unfortunately, I couldn't deal with that. I was not strong enough to deal with that. It was detrimental to my well-being and to my children's well-being.
Say that you just didn't want to do it.
It just wasn't. It wasn't going to create
You're
good
always
things.
strong enough if you really want.
You're strong enough to leave. I mean,
You're strong enough to do really whatever
Yeah.
you really want. So.
yeah.
If you felt like you weren't strong enough to deal with it, it's because you didn't really want to deal with it. You didn't want to be strong enough to deal
Yeah.
with it.
No,
There's a
it
part of
wasn't
you
even that,
knew
honey.
That it wasn't right for you.
When
to
a
be
man's
fucking-
beating you every weekend and threatening, like we had,
you knew that it wasn't right.
it was not safe. It was going to lead to a really bad place,
Hey, I
and
never
it
said this on
wasn't.
the podcast, but my ex-husband is probably my soulmate too. He's a piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Everybody's heard me talk about it.
And that's why you're kind of a rambling soul now, and which is what I am. But I have children that I have to
And in case
be.
he's stalking me right now, you know I love you.
And by the way,
But please go fuck yourself.
yes, exactly, because here I am, how many years later, doing my own thing, and you're still stuck in some weird
I
trauma.
try not to compare. I did that at first. I try not to compare because what I'll find myself doing is trying to get myself better just so that I can go back to report to him. Like, hey, I'm better now. Hey,
Girl,
you know?
all
so
of my
I try to be
posts,
like, you know what,
all
whatever.
of my posts from
Whatever God
Sedona
has
are
planned
public
out.
right now because I know he watches.
All my posts are public too, but not because of him, but because I
No,
give
but
a
it's
fuck.
because you're like, you know what? It's I have to keep things private because he finds a way to fuck with my life. But he's also stuck in that connection that we had. It was the real thing. It was the real
I try not to
fucking
even
thing.
think about it. Like,
Yeah.
like, okay, so here's the thing. I think everyone settles. I think everyone's going to settle in one way. And sometimes you're going to get everything that you want from a man. Everything. He's perfect. He's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Except one little thing. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you know? And sometimes you're going to be like, hey,
I
at least
can
I'm
deal-
getting what I want.
I
you
can
know?
deal with the one little
At
thing.
least I'm getting
but-
everything that I want.
Yeah.
He seems to be fine.
But you need them to
he just
be.
so happens to, do this one little thing.
You need
that I
them
don't
to
like.
be okay with the fact that you might make a statement that's a little unnerving to them, and they're like, okay, let's look at it from a different viewpoint, right?
I mean, a lot.
And-
I think. Look, I don't know who put the idea in our mind, but we have a delusional idea. At least from what I've observed in women, especially, we have a delusional idea of what love is supposed to look like and what it's supposed
It's
to
Disney.
be.
Yeah.
Maybe Disney.
It is
or
Disney.
something.
I mean,
And
like,
so,
it's the same Disney
I'll see
concept.
women literally, and maybe it's because of my algorithm, but on Threads or on TikTok, they'll post screenshots of their conversations with men who they just met on like Tinder or whatever.
That's been my
And
whole
it's
weekend.
Like,
Yes.
I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, granted, he's not really putting much effort. You're right. You have a point. However, like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
And like, where
Also,
did you
that's
get
a
this
stranger,
idea?
and that's a stranger. And they're
Where
by
did
the
you get
way,
this idea that he's
even
just
even you, we put up our best faces when we're first talking to
That
somebody,
called
right?
the,
Like it's the
trial
mask.
subscription.
Yes, it's the
package.
trial subscription, exactly. And then you're like, oh, the ads come in, you
Yes.
know,
Wait,
and
wait,
you're
wait
like,
2 months.
yes,
Wait 2 months and then-
the ads come in, and it's like, okay. So if you can connect with that person, and this is the problem. Let's get back to where I don't even know what the fuck we were originally talking about. But
We're only at 40 minutes right
Okay.
now. We're doing great. Hold on.
let's get back
40
to
minutes on here, 44 minutes right
okay.
now.
Let's get back to what we were originally talking about and why she wanted. And there's a reason she wanted me to talk to you. It's because
my
I
vape is dead. I want to.
Oh, does it need to be charged?
Do you have a charger? I have a charger.
I
in my
don't
house.
do vape, but hey, Chris, do you have a charger?
I have a charger in my house. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Are you sure?
We'll push through. We're gonna
Do you
push
have
through.
vape that she can? Do you want Zen?
Do you have a nicotine vape?
I have nicotine right here.
Is it? That's.
It's Zen.
No.
It's just okay.
Can I vape your vape?
Yeah, as long as None of us have
Also,
herpes.
thank you for being here.
I don't want herpes.
I think it's just all of us.
Actually, you
I'm not saying you have
You can't contract herpes this way, but
You can. You can.
Yes.
You surely
Herpes is super fucking
I think it's like
strong.
50% of the population has
Most
some
of us
form
have
of
Really? That
herpes.
many people?
Yes.
50%?
No,
Yeah.
more than that.
If it's cold sores, cold sores and different.
More than 50%
Yeah.
have.
I thought it was like 35%.
No,
No,
honey,
like
you haven't
or-
researched it.
A third of the people. I heard like
By the way,
36%.
podcast, 50% of the people have some kind of herpes, either mouth or there's type A and there's type B, but
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, well, I'm sorry for.
anyway. Let's get back to what we were talking about. So there you go. You really got the base of why I'm where I'm at. The reason that you were interested in me in the first place. Right? And why I'm in Sedona, and I'm like, I would just like some dough. So I had a very bonding relationship. He was not a father of my children. Like, that was long gone by the time I met him. I met my soulmate after my children. And my children are connected to him. Like, there was an incorporation that happened. And when that broke apart, I said, fuck it, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And maybe you're right. Maybe I will meet that second soulmate. Like the fathers. My ex-husband fathered 3 of my children. One of the ones was adopted. And then I had a son he's half Indian. Like, that's a whole other story. That's the Muslim story that she was talking about. But yeah. By the way, he's an amazing kid. Like, awesome. And he might have brown skin, but he's definitely, he's never felt like different from the family that he has. So, but that ex that I was just talking about was the part that changed my life, where I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I lost somebody, and so you know what? We have carnal needs, right? Like, every now and then we need some sex, and there's an attractiveness that comes from somebody wanting to have sex with you, right?
And like we said, vacation sex doesn't count. I don't think
it doesn't. And that guy's looking for a relationship over there. That's why he got so upset about the conversation.
Maybe he was.
Yeah.
So I think guys want marriage and all that stuff more than women do. Even
I think they do.
And
but
that's
I
where
also
the patriarchy comes. They convinced us.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you want marriage. You want a man to take care of you and stuff. But that's really their need.
It's patriarchal.
It
totally is. And I'm
us.
fine with patriarchy as long as it's healthy, based in the Bible, based in the Christian.
I feel the same way with feminism as well. Feminism, patriarchy.
Because, by the way, all you listeners out there, the Bible is very much about feminism.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never actually read the Bible, but I agree with
So I was raised in a very Christian family that understood the Bible, and the Bible is very much about feminism. Feminism to the point that we understand there's a role for a man and there's a role for a woman.
I agree with that. I agree with the values of.
If you deny that as a woman, you are robbing your children. You are robbing future generations. Because guess what? We have the power in the world to create good people. Mm-hmm. It's not the father. They're the Disneyland set. If we decide to step away from them,
I think it's a little both, right? You think? I mean, he has the seed.
Well, oh no, they create the children.
Yeah, by all means.
But as far as creating the people, the people that come out, the values. Think about it. I don't know about your
man. I think you need to balance.
You do, because you start to get skewed. I agree with you. You start to get skewed, but that's why we're where we are, is because women are the only models at this point, right?
Okay, so this is why I think that women have become the only models, is because of feminism.
Yes.
Because fucking feminism said,
Preach.
hey, go out.
Preach. And that is why our country is falling apart.
So we're
a
creating,
woman can raise a man.
We're
and
creating these beta men
a
ourselves.
woman. Yes, ma'am.
I think so.
Preach.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Preach.
I
have not talked to many people that understand that. So
And I'm all for feminism.
So, and this
all
is
for
what this guy didn't
empowerment.
understand when I was saying I have been put into a position where I have to be both the mother and the father. It's not a place I wanted to be.
But that's our own
But
doing, I feel. Well,
it
feminism.
is our undoing. It's feminism, and that's what I was trying to see.
Yes, because when women enter the workforce, the minimum or the salary, the median salary for a man.
We don't have a society. We don't have a society where the father's income can create enough to be
Now,
successful.
because women are in the workforce.
Because of feminism.
Thank you. Okay,
Honey,
can we
I
have?
love you.
Okay, because
Yes.
I was like,
Amen. Yes.
Shit.
No, you are not delusional
Okay.
at all. No, that is, and I'm saying that from the perspective of a woman who's been a single mom for 25
God
years.
bless you. God
Yeah.
bless
No,
you, woman.
it is. You do what you have to do because I don't want my kids to do welfare stock.
now we have to keep
or
it
whatever.
going.
So I have to keep it going. But believe me, it has
I don't
been
fucking work.
It
I'm
has
sorry.
been it has been a balance that is very difficult for me and that's the thing. You could talk to my 25-year-old son. He's also a successful person now in California he's like, oh mom, you were such a good man. I shouldn't have been that way.
I'm a good woman, first of all.
Yeah, but I had to be a good man too, and that's the thing. Feminism has created this situation where I have to be the tough ass mom, and we went through our period from 17 to 23.
Naturally, what you even want to fucking do.
It's not natural.
And it's created
It's
these
not
beta
natural.
men.
So it's
the cycle
no.
perpetuates
The
itself.
beta man has been created. My son is an
The
alpha.
beta man was after feminism.
The beta man has been created because there's no male figure
After feminism.
after feminism
Okay.
because the mom stopped. So no. The women kept being women, but there was no actual opposite of that, right? There was nothing that created a strong man. My son and me went through a period from 17 to 23 where he hated me, and I'm talking to your phone, but
yeah. That's
I
fine.
never wanted to be this person, but I understood that I had to be the enforcer,
My mom did it
the
too,
asshole. But guess what? It's made a strong man. He's created a whole new business. He has his own business. He's a CEO.
You didn't have
But
to do that.
he
if
lost-
Feminism didn't say, hey, go out and be
What
the
he
woman.
lost was the nurturing, the mother
You have to
nurturing.
sacrifice.
Because I had to sacrifice that, because I had to be the hard ass that said, no, you're gonna fucking
My mom is the same fucking
yes,
thing, too.
right. And by the way, don't fault your mom for that.
I have
but
mommy issues. I do.
You do,
I
and so
got
does
some
my
mommy
son.
issues.
And this is where I've had to come with him. And this is where we're at. I wish he was here right now, because we had to go through a whole thing where I was like, I'm gonna draw back. And I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I had to admit that I had
I have
faults.
to make up for lost time. And
Yes, no. So feminism is the most awful thing that ever happened.
I mean, it's
I
not
think
the most awful.
there's benefits.
the
But
wins
we
that
went too
got-
far. We went too far.
because now we're creating.
And now we're talking about electing Kamala Harris. I'm sorry, I don't know if you voted for her.
I don't vote.
Okay,
So
but
I don't care
Kamala
either
Harris
way.
is the weakest fucking example
Okay,
of
so
feminism.
here's my thing with that. Like, if you talked to me 5 months ago, and I just made an episode about this just because of Charlie Kirk, God rest his soul.
He's a
If you talked to me 4 or 5 months ago, I'd have been like, man, fuck all that bullshit, right? But now it's seeming like, for me, from the way I'm seeing it, it's like sometimes you pull too much to one side, to the right or to the left. You pull too much
that's
to
true.
one side.
So, by the
that
way,
you have to
it's
be
a pendulum.
pulled back.
It's a pendulum.
It's a pendulum.
It's a pendulum.
You have to go.
So a pendulum
when people
swings
are like,
one way,
I'm
and
glad
then
he
it
got
comes
murdered.
back.
You don't say you're
No,
happy that
we
someone's
are,
got fucking
honey,
murdered.
we are.
We're way too far on this side. So
Dear,
we have to pull ourselves.
you are
And
correct.
the same thing when
And that's what's
when
happening.
he got elected, when Trump got elected, immediately. And
I
I'm
don't
not gonna
like
lie,
Trump.
I didn't vote, but everybody knows I was rooting for Trump. Everybody knows that.
But
However-
also, you cannot agree 100% with him.
Well, now
he's-
especially
Yeah.
since Charlie Kirk. But back then, I saw immediately overnight.
It's like we have to pull
Overnight,
this pendulum
people-
back.
Yes, we're going
Yes.
too far over
Yes,
this
dear.
way.
And this is
And
why
that's not what I want to see.
we're getting
for
into
humanity.
politics now, but
We're doing it. We're doing it.
We're
I'm
doing
saying,
it, and I love
I'm
you
not
for
politically,
it.
versed or anything like that.
Yeah,
I go by
no.
feelings and shit.
No,
Like,
it's
I
not
feel-
feelings, honey. It's not feelings. So this is where we go wrong, is with feelings. It's not feelings. It's survival instinct.
Something in my gut
it's
right now.
survival
It's like,
instinct. That's
no.
that's what's talking to you.
And I was
it's like,
rooting for
hey,
him.
we have to come back.
We got
a
to.
little
That's
bit.
it. I'm not,
And unfortunately, we
I'm not
went
on
so
either
far.
fucking side. Literally, I'm like, whatever gets me closer to
Yes.
God is what I
Thank you.
fucking root for.
I love you.
Preach, bitch.
I love you.
That's it. Whatever. So if this side's leaning more towards
Yep.
the holy, or this side's, it doesn't fucking matter.
And they can go extreme, but
And
guess
they
what?
super-
It doesn't mean
and
I extreme with
90
it.
to
I
plus
agree with pulling back into the middle.
That's
and,
it.
and so here's
Just so
my
you can be
here's my how,
objective, and you can see, hey, this side has some points, and this side has some points.
here's how my ex put it. It's like driving down the road, and you're a little bit tipsy or whatever, right? So you start swaying
Driving
over
drunk?
into this. Yes, you start swaying into this barrier over on the side. So you're like, oh, I gotta correct. And then you start swaying into this barrier, and you gotta correct, and that's just how American politics work.
It's the same.
Unfortunately,
it's really.
I
think
say
it's
this?
all bullshit. Really, I think it's all a game.
It is a game.
It's all a game.
So here's the no, it's not a game.
I think it's definitely a game. Like especially even the Charlie Kirk thing, he woke me up to it. Especially the Charlie
Here's
Kirk
the
thing.
reality of the situation. The majority of us, you and I, sitting here at this table right now, are just people trying to get through our lives and live the most prosperous, wholesome way we can, right? And you get the politics involved, and they're the ones that pull it over here. And some people, I had a friend. There's 3%. You know, 3%, right? This
That's a
statistic.
small, the indigenous
The 3%. It was
or
3%.
the
It
rich
was
people.
No. It was 3%.
Indigenous people?
No. It was 3% that created the Revolution War, right? It was 3% of the population. So you have the 3%, right? And so you have all these people that are listening to all the bullshit, and then you have that middle road that runs the country, and that's why we are the most oppressed, ridiculous people in society. But we are the ones that are most leaned on because we're the ones that produce.
Yeah.
We're the ones that keep this economy going, and all we want is to have this middle road, and that's why we sway back and forth.
I
We're
know,
like,
and the people in charge, the elites or whatever, they understand that.
well, everybody's elite.
We're naturally gonna be wanting to go sway, like naturally.
No, they understand that there is 97% of the population that will say blah blah and follow.
Just follow?
What's up, bitches? Just kidding, you guys are okay.
We're doing. I need another drink.
I need to use the bathroom.
I do too.
We're
I
at
know
like,
we're mid.
hold on.
Can you pause it?
It's at 56. We can pause it. Let's just round it out at a full hour. I'm gonna pause it.
Cohesive this conversation has been because there's been a lot of external stuff going on. So.
Okay. Let's finish it out.
I said no. Okay, great. No, I'm not going to do that.
Plug my vape in.
Okay.
We're back. We had a little break. I had to go use the bathroom. I've been drinking.
Yeah.
Still here.
Me
with
too.
Avocado.
Avocado's still here.
Cheers.
We've been drinking and we've been talking about a lot of random shit.
We covered everything. We went
But-
from political, abortion,
Well, it all plays into one. Like, it's all...
the
it's a
human
problem.
experience.
The
Absolutely.
problem about humans is that we're not able to just express our emotions, right?
We
And
are able to express our emotions.
But-
I believe so.
not in a...
See, social
Cohesive.
media has sort of lied to us and sort
True.
of made us believe that
It's-
there's
everything's
no one,
perfect.
that
Yes.
there's no one that we can talk to.
Yeah.
We were doing it for thousands of
We
fucking
were.
years before
And
social
I
media
agree
came
with
around.
you. And by the way, you don't even look like you're almost
People
40
are
years
in
old.
full rooms with people
Yeah.
and they're all scrolling on
And
their
not
phones.
connected in any
Literally.
way possible.
So it's not, them. It's
So-
an us problem. It's us.
Shandie and I have connected in Sedona, and it's fantastic. And I think my sister-in-law, I will give her that credit because she's the one that said you should talk to my sister more than me.
did.
So even though she has her strong opinions, she can see the value.
And I was going to say, in the soul, the memory of Charlie Kirk, we
Yes.
kind of owe it to ourselves to have conversations
We do.
with people
Thank
who
you.
don't
And have the same as I
beliefs.
was just telling her on the way back to our recording, girl, if you can do it, because you know what, you might not feel like you're doing something important right now, but you are. Like, you are. And just
Well, it's
having
important to you in your journey.
it's important to you
Like-
in your journey.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
what you do, like, I saw this quote, your parents prepared you for a world that doesn't care about your feelings, but they forgot to teach you that your
That
feelings
you have feelings
are
and
still
they're
important. So
valid.
just because no one gives a shit about
Yes.
your feelings doesn't mean that you
you should not care
give
about
a
your
fuck
feelings.
about yourself more than anything else in the
And
world.
and in a way that is not self-absorbed and selfish. And I think that you,
because it'll inspire other people.
I'm going to tell you this right now,
If
honey.
everyone thought like that, if everyone was like, yo, we gotta do
That liberal, and this is the middle road. This is where we're meeting right now.
middle ground right now.
This is on the opposite sides of the pendulum, right? They've swung back to the middle, and you and I are having a conversation. We have completely different paths in life. We've come from completely different places, but we can look at each other's eyes and say, "There's a connection here." Don't know what it is, and she said it in the parking lot. You're like, I want to have a podcast with you, and I'm
I
like,
can't believe I even said that because I'm not even like
you saw
this
it.
outgoing. I'm actually like,
Yeah, saw it, and do it more.
I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of me too. I'm proud of both of us.
I'm proud of meeting you. That's all I have to say. I think you're super awesome. Yeah.
I think we can end it on that.
Yeah.
Gushy
Yeah.
here. Feel a little
Yeah.
gushy.
No, seriously. I'm super happy. I was out
Seriously.
looking for random dick, and I found Chandie, and it's
And that was
awesome.
my goal is to have at least.
I think
like,
you were
maybe
like-
I can talk you. You're probably still going to be looking for dick after this. Is that?
No, I don't think so. I think
Good
that
for you,
I think
girl.
that you.
Not saying that dick isn't good.
I think we talked about that when in my crying stage. I was looking for an emotional
You needed
connection.
to release. You needed to release something.
you.
And
Thanks.
that's really what it is.
There it is.
Releasing.
You were looking for all these sex stories, and those are not
I was
actually.
looking for you to release.
That's
Like,
actually not who I am. It's not the sex stories. It's just the
I don't
release.
care about this. I care about you.
It's just
I
the
care about
release,
author.
and that's the stop.
All right,
bye,
y'all.
guys.
Thank y'all. We'll
Thank
see y'all
you.
next week. Hey.
I don't know how you're gonna edit that.